What's your name and what do you draw?
My name's Pharaoh Draws, and I do hip-hop illustrations. So basically draw like hip-hop artists and people who are related to hip-hop culture.
Oh, okay. So normally the people I interview have some sort of like audio component to their art they make, so then it's normally not good for me to get them to go to it while listening to it. But I feel like with an artist, like what's the best way of seeing your art right now while you're listening to this?
Probably the best thing you can do is go to my Instagram, which is Pharaoh Draws. So it's PHARAOH Draws. And then while you're listening to this, you can kind of flip through there and see all my drawings and like just get like the visual aspect of it, so you can check that out and just like listen along and just like flip through. So
Yeah, cool. So speaking of Instagram, like how do you schedule your posts?
well, when I first started, I tried to do a drawing each day, which I thought was like, looking back at it now, it's
There's
like
not that many hip hop people.
to do a drawing each. It's very mad. Like I slowly ran out of people, so I decided to kind of slow down. And now I'm in a bit of like a kind of limbo phase because I'm working on an exhibition, so I don't have a lot of time to draw because I'm working on other stuff.
Like planning, planning the exhibition yourself. Or?
Yeah, like planning how like what I'm gonna do, working on stuff outside of the exhibition, like just all aspects of art that don't involve drawing, so like the marketing of it, like what I'm gonna do next. So at the moment I'm trying to draw like 3 times a week, 3 to 4 times. Just depending on how much free time I have and like depending on if I'm in the mood to draw and if like I'm comfortable enough to like put everything to the side and then just like go back to basics and just draw.
Is it something you kind of do in one shot? Like do you just kind of start to finish in one go, or do you kind of do it over multiple days?
Nah, it's usually like a 1 day type thing. Not even a day, like a couple hours. So like I usually know I'll start the drawing off, and then once I have like the outline, I will know how long it's gonna take me, and if I'm gonna keep on drawing or if I have to scrap it and do something different. So it's usually in like the first half an hour, 20 minutes, I will like definitely know like if I'm gonna work on it, and then if I know I'll spend like 2 to 3 hours doing it, and then like I'll put it into Photoshop, kind of edit some things, just like if I made any mistakes, like change the brightness. And then that usually takes, like the whole process usually takes between like 2 to 3 hours. And then once I've got like a final product, I put it on my Instagram, I put it on my website, and then that's when I like share it to like the public.
Okay. And what kind of inspires the choosing a given person? Like is it kind of current events, or is it just like you got a list of people that you want to draw? And
it's mainly just like whoever I'm listening to that week, like just because like I listen to so much music, like outside of hip hop too, like I'm just a huge fan of music. So I usually have like an artist on repeat for like a week, and I'll kind of switch from from that artist to another artist. So
you listen to just one artist for a whole week?
Mainly, not like just one artist, but like I'll listen to that person's music a lot. So it's just like this week I was listening to like a lot of Playboy Cardi. So because like he dropped his album like I think it was last month, and like I'm just a huge fan of his. So I drew him this week just because like I was listening to his music a lot, and that kind of dictates who I'm gonna draw. So it's not really anything like planned out, like today I'm gonna draw Tyler, or today I'm gonna draw like Dr. Dre. It's like whoever I gravitate towards, whoever like I'm listening to a lot, I can kind of gravitate towards them, and then that's how I draw. That's how I end up like deciding who I'm gonna draw.
Does it ever line up with like chance or just like release dates, or somebody says something nuts?
Yeah, that's actually happened in the past. Like surprisingly, like I will know someone's releasing a project, and then it will just happen to drop like I happen to like drop my drawing like a day or 2 days after the album comes out, which is really great because like, that's how you can get a lot of like attention to your artwork, because like you can hashtag them, and then
the album,
and then you get traffic towards like what you're doing and everything. So yeah, it's a great way to just to get more followers and like get more exposure, I guess.
So do you plan on trying to do that in the future? Because like you probably have some knowledge of like albums coming out.
Yeah.
Like you'd think you'd want to drop the like Tyler the Creator photo.
Yeah, like around
now.
This time. Yeah. I mean, like it just depends. Though. It really just depends on like to be honest, it depends how I'm feeling. Like, because sometimes I know that okay, this person's releasing an album next week, I probably should draw him, but I don't want to draw him because maybe I can't find a good photo of him online.
Oh, okay, so all your drawings are based off of
like
photos?
Like of real photos that like someone's like taken. So usually I have to like either wait until somebody takes a good photo or just like force myself to like do this photo that I don't really want to draw, because I can't really like draw. It has to be like specific photos that I can draw, I guess. So
what is it that you look for in those photos?
Like personality. Like a lot of my drawings are really like expressive. Like the people in them are kind of like either like the smiling or the laughing, or like the pulling like a certain facial expression. And I just like it when it's like really like expressive and they're just themselves and like they're showing an emotion.
How do you source these photos? Is it just something you come across on social media, or do you go to like specific areas to look for it?
The site that I mainly use is Getty Images, which is like really good because like it's like professional like photos taken by like photographers, which is really great.
And also great if you need to like legally have photos of people.
Yeah,
that's kind of where you get it if you need it for like an article or something like that.
Yeah, it works out great. Or sometimes just social media. Like I'll be scrolling through Instagram and I see a photo. Like I did a drawing of Novelist the other day. It's like a grime MC from London, and I got the photo from Instagram just because my friend took it, or some guy that like I know on Instagram that I follow. He took this photo and I was like, that's a sick photo. Like I want to draw that, and then that's kind of how it happened. So I draw inspiration from like different sources.
So have they ever come from like fans at concerts? Like have you ever gotten like kind of like a super amateur photo that's inspired you, or is it?
When I first started off, like when I first did it, like a fan would send me like a photo of like they took a photo of like AJ Tracy. He's like, yeah, draw this. It's like 420p quality, like the worst photo, not even like HD, taken on like an iPhone 4 or something. And then like at first I could kind of do that, but then I figured, you know what, if I'm gonna take art seriously, I probably should draw from like high quality photos and like know exactly what position I want the art, like know how I want the artist to look and be really specific about it instead of trying to draw whatever someone hands me, because that doesn't always work out too well.
Yeah, and especially if you're like kind of focused on drawing rappers, there's probably like, or hip hop people, there's probably a certain skill set.
Yeah, nah.
Like the thing I found really interesting about, which is just something that just, it's odd that it never struck me before. It's just like how you draw hair and beards.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like a thing where it's like, I don't see that many like, like black bearded men drawn. Yeah. Right? No, so it's like, it's interesting to see your take on that kind of stuff, because it's not something like.
I mean, that happens just because like, it's like when someone has a beard, it makes them really easy to like pick out, I guess. Like when you see someone like Action Bronson, like he's just known for his like ginger beard, ain't it? So of course if I draw him, people are gonna know it. And I feel like just when you have facial hair in photos, it just makes the picture look a lot better, I guess. Like it just adds more to the face, because I can't really do like super detailed drawings and stuff like that. Like I see people on Instagram that do amazing drawings, like looks exactly like the photo, but me it's more like kind of cartoony, like animated a bit. So I have to like have stuff like facial hair just to make sure that like I'm getting, just make sure the photo looks interesting.
I think it also like plays up, like, because people in hip hop often are very worried about their like silhouette or outline, or like they need to stand on a stage very far away and stand out. Yeah. So it's like I think it almost is like a perfect marriage for stylized portraits, just because it's like every rapper is gonna have some hair unique thing, or like their teeth or their nose or something. I feel like Danny Brown, like your picture of Danny Brown, like that's.
Like anyone,
I know it's them because of the teeth.
If you listen to Danny Brown or you know him, like you'll be able to look at that drawing and just think, oh yeah, that's Danny. Like I like rappers who, not even rappers, just people in general who have like a unique quality about them. Like Lil Yachty has his like red hair, which I think is so like sick. Like you know.
Is it dyed red? I thought it was just the beads.
I think it's just I think it's his whole hair.
His hair's red too?
Yeah, because I've seen a photo on Instagram where he took his hair out and the whole thing was red.
It's like a Power Rangers with a lot of those rappers now, because like Lil Uzi Vert's mostly green, right?
Yeah, like I think he dyed it green the other day. Like he's had it purple, blonde. So
it's like everybody's got to stick to their color palette and not like cross up too much.
Yeah, that would be cool. But like, yeah, just unique stuff about like people. I feel like that's what makes them stand out. Like if you look the same as like everybody, like doing a drawing of you won't be that interesting because you don't really have that thing that makes you stand out. And I'm not saying you have to have like red hair, like gold teeth or anything, but like if you just have something that makes you stand out from the crowd, it will make the drawing look so much more interesting.
Because I know this is a thing that really aggravates rappers and celebrities, but mostly rappers seem to be extremely mad at this, is when they get mixed up. It's like ASAP and Travis Scott got mixed up with each other, and they get very mad. Have you had that with your art? Like, have you had somebody be like, "Oh, that's a sick picture of Travis Scott," and you're like,
You know what? I understand. Like in the beginning, I was just like, I assumed everybody knew who I draw, and I got to the stage where it's like people are gonna get confused, so I kind of have to like deal with this. Like, and it's happened multiple times. Where it happened the other day, I did a drawing of Big Sean, and someone thought it was Rakim from Eric B and Rakim Duo, and I was just like,
"What?
They do."
Was he wearing?
He was wearing a cap, and like.
But it was a Detroit hat.
Yeah, it was a Detroit hat, and then like he had the goatee and everything. But I think it's just like people are just get they get a bit confused. It's happened with like, it's like a lot of people. But you just
that's what I wasn't expecting. I was expecting like it was a grime artist and somebody thought it was like Sean Price or something. Like just
little stuff like that. But it happens, and you just like it's kind of whatever. Like once you explain who it is, people usually like, oh yeah, I see it now. And like of course people it's happened to me where I've looked at photos and been like, is this so and so? And then people have been like, no, it's like they've corrected me, and I understand that it happens a lot. So
so come back to, you were speaking about a very low resolution photo. How do you what's the process of you getting your art to Instagram?
It's kind of, I do like two things. It's either I take a photo of it on like my iPhone or like my Canon 600D, or I put it into a scanner and then I put that scanned photo into Photoshop and I make some changes, like edits and stuff like that. Then I upload it to Instagram. But when I started, I was using my phone a lot, and I kind of just like went back to basics, I guess. Like I was doing scanned photos, which worked really well. They were sick. But then I kind of I didn't want to do that anymore. Like I just wanted to do it how I did it in the start, where like I kind of take a photo to the side, just because you can see exactly what I'm doing, and like you can see I've drawn it. Because in the past I've had people be like, oh, did you do that on like your laptop or like an iPad or something? Like digital artwork, that's what people get it confused with a lot.
Oh, interesting. So you're like consciously displaying it on social media to show that it's a physical art piece.
Exactly, yeah. Just because I've had people think that I've done it online, and then I don't have any problem with digital art. Like I like it. There's a lot of like sick graphic designers, but I want to show people that like I've actually done it with like I put pen to paper, like, and I've done this with like physical materials.
Well, I think it also like kind of taking a very new art form in hip hop and doing it in a more like classic. Well, I mean, you're not like oil painting, but like doing it on a pen and paper thing. I think that's like part of the aesthetic, like the kind of the matching of those two worlds.
I think so. Yeah. Like I mean, it just like it for me. Like I can do digital artwork. Like I've done stuff in like Illustrator and Photoshop, but it's just like it's not really like my cup of tea, I guess. Like I don't really like to do it, and that's nothing against artists that do it. But I feel like we all have our like niche, I guess. Like we all have stuff that we wanna, like we all have like the things that we're sick at, and if they're sick at that, that's cool. But I just prefer to do like traditional kind of artwork. Yeah.
So is consistency very important in your artwork? Like, do you have very consistent Instagram? I mean, mine is like at the start it was a little bit more abstract, but as you scroll, it transitions very well to your current stuff. So are you like super conscious about keeping a very consistent?
Definitely. Like the more I feel like I'm such a perfectionist. Like I upload photos, take them down, re-upload them, take them down again. Like if I'm not feeling it on certain days, like I'm really conscious to like the product that I'm putting out there, just because I know that people are seeing this. Like when I first started, I felt like, I can put up anything, like no one's really gonna see it. Like I only have like 100 followers or like 200 followers, and that's not me saying that I've got like a lot of followers or like I've
I think you're underfollowed
Yeah.
for how good your art is.
Yeah, well, you know what? Like that's underrated. Like, that's a weird argument to get into because like
It's just underfollowed.
yeah, underfollowed.
I think everybody loves your art on your Instagram.
Yeah, it's cool. But it's just like yeah, it's true, you know. But it's like I don't know, like I'm just really like conscious that people are gonna see this, so I have to make sure I'm putting out my best product because I don't want to put out anything that's not good because I feel like it will hurt like my like the way I'm like perceived by people, and I just want to like give the best product to like my followers and like the people that like my artwork. So yeah.
So do you do you feel you're better now
Oh yeah, definitely.
than you were like? Well, when did you start doing these?
I started doing it. Like I started uploading to Instagram like last year January, because basically like, I took art at sixth form, and then for my second year at sixth form I had to do a project, and basically I could choose whatever I wanted to do, and I chose hip hop like as my theme. So then like it was just an excuse to draw rappers and listen to music all day. So I was doing that, and then like that's when I kind of started to upload my stuff to Instagram while I was in sixth form, and like that was January last year, and we're in July, and like I look at my artwork and I feel like it's got so much better. Like I've really cleaned up my style, like I've started to add colour, like I'm not uploading like, because when I started I'd upload a lot and then I wouldn't really think if it's good or not. I'll just be like, nah, I've done this drawing, like I want to put it online so people can see it, but now I'm more conscious, like I have to make sure it's better than my last one, stuff like that.
So what's sixth form?
Sixth form is basically the thing you do before you get to university. So you leave like secondary school when you're 16, and then for 2 years you go to either college or sixth form. Sixth form's like, it's kind of like secondary school again, but like it's different. It's like a lot harder, and college is more like a laid back version of school where like you don't go in every day. You can choose between either A levels or B Tech. A levels are super hard, like really like GCSEs, but a lot harder. B Techs are a bit easier. It's basically this form of education you do from like 17 to 18. Then you leave sixth form and you go to university.
Okay, so I thought it was like a specific school or something.
Oh, no.
Yeah, or like it was like what you guys called art school or something.
No,
but so what was it like? Because I imagine there's not a lot of people at the school doing hip hop drawing.
Yeah.
Was that like weird at the school?
I think so. Yeah. I feel like because it was really like my sixth form was really traditional in the sense that like you kind of chose from like a set theme. So like people did like nature or like animals or like
anatomy.
Anatomy and like beauty and stuff like that. And then like literally or like landscapes or abstract or surreal. It was really just like traditional things, and I kind of wanted to go in a different direction because I wasn't really into drawing animals, I guess, or like doing what was kind of set out for me. So then in my Unit 3 project, like I remember my sixth form teachers, they said that we could pick whatever we wanted to do, and I was like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna just like do this hip hop thing because I was listening to more music in sixth form, and then I was like, I didn't really know how it was gonna work out. I was just like, because I was getting like decent grades, but I was like, if I can just draw exactly what I want to draw, I know I'll get a good grade. And then that happened to be the case. I got like, you kind of get split into like 4 units, and in that unit 3, I got the best mark just because I was doing what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing what you want to do, you'll probably do better work than doing something, drawing giraffes or something. I don't know. Is probably not the case, but was there ever like a part where you had a rapper come in and then everybody sat around him and drew him?
Never.
Like an anatomy class, but just like a real...
like a real life rap. Oh, that would be cool. But nah, that never happened. Like, it was only just like photos I'd print off like Google and like get the images or like get off Instagram and stuff like that. It was never that would have been cool, but nah, that never really happened.
So what's the current process of you making a piece right now from like tools and paper? Like what's the paper grade you're working with? At
the moment, well, I'm using cartridge paper, which is like, I think it's C-Works cartridge paper that I get from like Cass Arts, which is like a Birmingham art shop.
Are they sponsoring you?
Oh no, they're not. Nah, I just buy it there.
Are you open for paper sponsors?
Man, that'd be so. That'd be so cool. Yeah.
I mean, it's like hip hop, right? So it's like endorsements are rampant. So
You know what? If that happened, like paper companies would hit me up, like pro market companies, like I'll be an ambassador for it, ain't it? For like cartridge paper. I don't know.
what are you using pen wise?
Pen wise, I use pro markers. I think it's like Winsor and Newton, like pro markers and brush markers, and you sometimes use that Copic pens. And in terms of like actual fine liners, I think I use 0.55 millimeter like uni pens. They're like the brand of fine liners that I use.
Cool. What's next?
What's next?
Because it seems like your art evolves over time, so I'm assuming backgrounds might be in the future, as well as I would guess that live streaming yourself drawing it.
Yeah.
Are you already doing that?
I'm trying to do that. Like I've done it in the past, but I did it with like the Matt Miller drawing that I did, which is like one of my favorite pieces. I think that's what a lot of people know me for, just like doing that kind of piece, because it's like my logo and I put it on all my stickers. Like I did live stream that and it was sick, like to be speaking to people while I'm drawing. But I feel like the way that I work, it's really like secluded. It's really like to myself, and I have my headphones in and I don't really talk to nobody, and I kind of just like by myself. And like the way I set up like my camera, it's kind of hard to like draw and film at the same time. So I feel like when I get like a bit better, when I improve my artwork, I'll be able to like do live streams and stuff like that. And in terms of like backgrounds, I've done that in the past. Like I've had backgrounds like writing on them. I tried to do like a kind of pop art theme and stuff like that, which worked really well. But I kind of just, I don't know, I think I got to a stage where like I tried so much, and then I just got to a point where I was like, I'm just gonna take it back to how I was doing it and try and keep it simple and just produce art like at its simplest form, I guess. So yeah.
Cool. So how do you feel like the art scene is here in Birmingham?
I feel like it doesn't get enough attention that it deserves. Like there's some really talented guys out here, like a lot of talented like young people in general who are into like in the creative scene, who do like illustrations or like graphic design or are painters. But I feel like sometimes we get underlooked or just like not supported as much as we should. I can't complain because I've got like Punch who are helping me out a lot at the moment. They're like amazing, like just helping me do an exhibition and like get stickers done and like all these things. But I feel like people in the city and the council should be supporting like young artists a lot more, like giving us more opportunities to do exhibitions and like put our artwork up in the city and it not be like kind of like bootleg, because I put a lot of my stickers up but I'm not really supposed to be doing that. Like it's kind of like not fly tipping, but it's kind of like graffiti.
Yeah, I mean you got stickers and you're not putting them on your own property, then there's a certain amount of when you make stickers they're going to be in weird places.
Yeah, of course, like so people, that's how people see it. But I feel like the council should like commission like young artists like myself and like people like other people in the city to like give us like a space in the city and like, you know what, like we're commissioning you to do this drawing and it's going to be in the dead center of town, or it's going to be in Digbeth, or like a place where people are going to see it. Because oftentimes like artwork kind of gets like you have Digbeth, which is like a really nice part of Birmingham, but it's kind of like tucked like behind town, I guess. Mm-hmm. That's kind of placed in like an awkward part of Birmingham where not a lot of people go down there unless you like do photography or you're in the creative scene. Like it's hard to get down there. There's not a lot of shops, so I feel like the creative scene needs to be funded a bit more and like supported.
Cool. Well, thanks for being on the Question Bus.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Is there anything else you want to plug?
Yeah, go check out my Instagram, Pharaoh Draws. Like there'll probably be links in like the description of like this like recording and stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you have a Twitter?
I have a Twitter. Yeah, it's Pharaoh Noir. So Pharaoh Noir. So Noire.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been on it in so long. Like I need to check that out. But yeah, go follow me on that just to see like what I'm doing and like see any events that I'm promoting in the future and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.